Hello, this week is about making friends. Now, this basically sounds pretty simple. Children come to school, they have lots of other children to be with, and they make friends. But not all children know how to make friends. It's just not something that they're born knowing. So it is up to you, the teacher, to guide them through this process. So let me just share the screen with you here and we'll talk about it a little bit. And I've titled this "No One Wants to Play with Me" because that's basically what it is. That's what they come and tell you. You'll be out on the playground and someone will come and tug onto your shirt and say, "Teacher, teacher, no one wants to play with me." I'm sure those of you who are currently teaching hear this every day. So let's just take a look at some of the things that you can do to help these children make friends. Okay. So basically, what you need in order to make friends, you need to learn how to cooperate with other people. You need to learn how to join and play. You need to learn how to empathize. You need to learn how to observe what happens around you and get a basic understanding of how other children feel. Clues. You need to be able to react to clues. You need to be able to deal with disappointments in socially acceptable ways. You don't slug someone because they have the crayon that you want to have. And you need to learn how to relate to others in ways that make them look friendly and approachable. Put a smile on your face, don't frown at people, don't shove them, those kinds of things. Again, those are all things we're going to talk about. Okay. So one of the things you can do as a teacher is teach children what emotions are. What are the names of emotions? This particular link here will take you to a wonderful website at Vanderbilt University, and they have a ton of free material you can download and make it your own. As far as teaching about emotions, there are videos there. There are lots of clip arts there. Anyhow, help yourself. You could sing songs about how you feel. All good. All sung to if you're happy and you know it, so you know how to do that. You can play feelings memory games or matching games. Instead of just having them come in the morning, have them check in the morning with a clothespin that has their name and picture on it if they're real young and can't read their name, and put their clothespin by whatever picture they're feeling like that day. It's a way of telling you, letting you know, and then you can follow up with them if they're real unhappy. You can have feelings centers. This is one that has just colored construction paper that's been laminated, and I have rocks that I just use marker on and put the marker on stones and have a nice basket filled with these stones, and then children can make faces and talk about how they feel. You can have in your feeling center, I like these Easter eggs because they're really cheap. You can buy them after the season, and then just draw the faces on there and pull them apart, and then they can mix and match them and make whatever faces they feel like. Again, in the feelings center, you can have just laminated picture outlines of faces. And I have mine laminated so that I can use them over and over and over, and Play-Doh, and just have the children make faces there that reflect how they're feeling and talk about it. Read a lot of books about feelings. You'll be able to get any of these online, and they're wonderful to have. I think it's really important to read books about feelings. You could play feelings bingo. And it's also important for children to realize that not everyone feels the same about whatever's happening. There's no general way to feel. Whatever you feel is unique and individual. So I do try to read books out loud that let children know that sometimes people feel differently, and that's okay too. My favorite here is The True Story of the Three Little Pigs, where The wolf is just the good guy. Yeah, he's just so misunderstood. So same thing here where you've got a big bad pig. Now, here we go. You might want to teach the steps of initiating play, literally model. How do you do this? More steps. I'll let you read through this. Teach them just a few things on how to be a friend. One particular fun thing to do is have everyone take their shoes off and sit in a circle, and then it's a compliment circle. Start off with one child, and that child says, you know, Jason, I like the way you did whatever. And then once the child receives a positive compliment, then they crisscross applesauce, take their toes out of the middle, and they have to compliment another child until everybody in the circle's had a compliment. Words are important. Here's an activity that I had my first graders do. Take a piece of junk paper, crumple it up, step on it, stomp on it, hit it, and then smooth it out. And then say, tell that piece of paper, I'm sorry. Is it still wrinkled? Yes, it is. And we talk about how, even though you say you're sorry, the scars are still inside. It's still wrinkled up inside, even though you said those words. You might read some books on turn taking. Teach children how to talk in a group. No one wants to be friends with someone who doesn't ever let them get a word in edgewise. So teach those talking skills. You might have a talking stick. You pass around a rain stick. When your turn comes to talk, you'll have the rain stick in your hand. You might give everyone 2 answer tickets, and they put their answer ticket in the basket in the center when they respond to something. You might write everybody's name on a popsicle stick, put them in a can, and then pull those out. And that way the child knows it's their turn to respond. You could do a whole group response by telling them, put your thumb up or put your thumb down if you don't agree. And the other thing you can do is have individual whiteboards, and they could respond that way with a vis-a-vis marker. You could use cards that say my turn and your turn. You can get these for free here at this website. You could do a friends share mural. Here's the thing. You put out this great big sheet of paper on a table, but then you have to put out a limited amount of supplies. If you've got 4 kids in the group, only put out 2 paintbrushes. Make sure whatever it is, it's real limited, because you know why? You want them to share. You could play collaborative games like follow the leader, parachute games. If you're teaching 2nd and 3rd grade, it's fun to put them in teams, and they write the never-ending story. Put a title on the board like it was a dark and stormy night, and then have a egg timer. First kid starts writing. As soon as the egg timer runs through, got to pass it along to the next kid. Egg timer runs through, pass it along to the next kid. In the end, you can do that for like 20 minutes, keep going round and round, and then have a reader for each group, read it out loud. So much fun. You can have relay races. Literally teach strategies for problem solving for children who don't know how. I'm not going to read these to you, but you can read through these yourself. Scripted stories like Tucker Turtle, so much fun. You can download the whole book here. Persona doll stories. Persona dolls, you know, there are dolls that look like they're school age. You don't have to pay for the $300 dolls. Just get yourself a doll at Walmart or Target that looks like a school age doll, like a kid, and keep that one in your closet behind your desk at school. And these are great for when you have a situation come up that, you know, someone's using nasty words to somebody and causing whatever it is. Without calling that child out in group, you would put the doll in your lap and say, Susie Q here is feeling terrible. She had someone call her a bad name at recess. do you think we can do to make Susie feel better and so this doesn't ever happen again? It involves the children in the activity of coming up with suggestions and talking it out without pointing fingers at the particular child who did it, because it's Susie Q who has the issue. This is a great way to come up with solutions in your whole group time. I highly recommend this video here. It's only a couple of minutes long, but it's such great information. And it's really just a couple of teachers showing you how they use it in their classroom. All right. I hope this has been helpful, because I know all of you will have opportunities in your future classrooms to teach children how to make friends. So have fun with some of these activities. Bye. Have a great day.